In this video, I analysed over 200 Clickbank landing pages. I've narrowed it down to 6, which I want to go through and give you some tips and tricks for copywriting that are working right now. So the first site is the Zcode System automation. And the first thing I see here is this push notification. Instead of staying the standard no thanks, they've changed it to I'm good, which is two positives. It stops and it makes you think about which one to click and engages the visitor to make a decision. The second thing I've noticed is this headline, the Zcode Trademark VIP Club Pass. They've done everything they can to give this authority and exclusivity. There's the gold membership card, the trademark next to the Zcode brand. The next thing I notice is the headline in the video, how bookies cheat. This is a standard, shocking, clickbaity type headline to get as many views as possible on the video. The final thing I'd like to go through for this landing page is this guarantee, which is literally attached to the call to action button. This reduces the perceived risk for anyone to make the purchase. The next landing page is wood profits. I really like this concept. It's basically for people that are interested in woodworking who might want to start their own home business around this interest. So again, these guys have actually smashed the shocking headline. They've actually written shocker with 2 exclamation marks. And that's to capture interest and attention. The next thing I notice is this yellow highlighting of text. It's not something I use a lot or I see in general copy, but in copywriting on these Clickbank landing pages, I saw it a lot when I was doing the full analysis. I like this headline as well, that I have a confession to make, I'm not a risk taker. This is trying to connect with the audience and speak on their behalf. And it goes on to tell a founder's story, which has a beginning, a middle and an end, how the guy went from having a small hobby in woodworking to making over $12,000 a month from home. The next landing page is the keyword researcher. Here we have these arrows all pointing to the call to action button. 1, 2, 3, 4 arrows all pointing to where it wants to focus the interest of the viewer. Then there's this customer counter, which gives a detailed statistic of how many people are actually using this product, and that adds to the social proof. Again, we have yellow highlights throughout, making the content skimmable. We have a lot of testimonials here, again, adding to the social proofing. And as you can see, there's multiple call to actions throughout the page. There's multiple points where they can go on to download the product. We'll see an even better example of that later on. The next product is the 28-day Keto Diet. We have this success and failure headline. I think that's something you see a lot in diet products where people have tried different diets and they haven't worked for them. And this is quite a specific headline targeted at that niche. On this landing pages, we've actually changed it up to have green headlines, a slight gradient on these. Then we have this warning sign, which is there to draw attention, similar to the shocking headline in the Wood Profits landing page. And it's quite interesting, they say, if you're looking for a quick fix and this plan is not for you, and then in that same section, it goes on to talk about its 28-day keto challenge. I really like the product imagery in this site. I think it's a digital product, but it actually looks like a physical product that you're purchasing. This adds to the perceived value. Something else I noticed when doing the full analysis was that the prices often ended in a 7. So you can see here that it's the list price is $79 and there's a limited time special offer to get this down to $37. I can only assume that using a 7 on the end instead of a 9 works better, otherwise the vendors would be leaving money on the table. They're using a limited time offer here. The reason for that is to drive scarcity to the product. They're trying to get people to take the challenge immediately as a direct response campaign. The next landing page is Clickbank University. I chose this one because they've obviously done a lot of research into what works on Clickbank. We've got an autoplay video to start with. We've also got some social proofing with the Facebook likes and some trust icons here from popular publications. It goes on to a list of bullet points of benefits and features. And we can see here that we've got a big call to action with 3 points underneath. We've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, an exclusive community, and instant access. I would assume that these are the 3 biggest sales objections that they've come across, and they've listed these below the call to action to make it prominent and address those sales objections. Scrolling down, you can see we have this print out of a check from Clickbank, and this is to add proof that the system works. If you can prove the product works, then it reduces the barrier to sale. Scrolling down some more, you can see we have some big influencers in the space giving testimonials. Or this might be curated content. I'm not sure if these are official partnerships or they're just syndicating that content. But one of the things I like most about this landing page is as we scroll down, the call to action button actually appears to scroll down with the landing page. Again, give us multiple opportunities to convert, but also making that more prominent as we go through the landing page. The final one I'm going to look at today is this Asigo System. Now, this is a great example of a sales funnel because it's really clearly laid out. We have the first 2 pages are lead magnets. We have a free ebook and a free mind map, both of which you can get by just entering your email address. The next page we have a workshop, and then we have the full landing page. We have some interesting social proof in here. You can see this is barely legible. No one's really going to read these comments, but because they look like they're from a social network, they add that kind of social validity. The landing page then goes on to tell a story of how this guy grew up in North Wales and now he lives on a Mediterranean island. And you'll notice there's a huge amount of content on this page. It's quite educational. It's a really, really, really long form sales page. The reason for that is it's a high ticket item. You can see you've got value stacking here where they claim that it's a $92,000 package. And you've got the actual price of $3,000. You'll notice that you have to get all the way to the end of the landing page to see the pricing. Once you get to the bottom of the landing page, the marketer's built up trust, social proofing, scarcity, value stacking. They've ticked all of these boxes to push the buttons to try and execute to get the sale. So that's it for this analysis. These are my favorite pages on Clickbank. I think that gives a good overview of the main findings from this research. If you want to learn more, there's a link to the full blog post in the description of the video. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. Thank you for watching.